Hi guys, Kara's here, and I'm hanging out on the mountain. I'm still on Mount Shasta after last night's event. And I'm back at my favorite spot this trip, which is where the fires are burning. These are prescribed fires that they're burning. And as you can see, they are still going. It's been raining the entire time I've been here pretty much. And last night's event was really amazing. I'll be posting some pictures. Luckily, a couple of us were snapping pictures. I didn't think to do it because I was too kind of in the zone. I'm contemplating hiring photographers for future events to be able to catch the magic, because there's only so much that you can say when you're talking about it. But this is the area of the mountain that's getting cleared, and it's really interesting because we came here to do some healing activations and some clearing out of old energies for ourselves and for everything, for the planet, for the mountain, for all of it. And I find it interesting because there were a lot of beings that showed up in the pictures, and the patterns of the smoke, and in the patterns of the light and darkness and stuff. And someone saw a Native American, big Native American medicine man spirit, and at the end of the ritual I had the irresistible urge to say aho to close the ritual, which is a Native American word that I never really say and I had no idea why I did, but then he kind of showed up in a couple of pictures, and also people saw him. So that was interesting. Ooh. There's some being around, walking around. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Fascinating. I wonder who it is. Huh. Maybe it's just the fire. Anyway. Fascinating. Okay. Sorry guys. So I pulled some cards for the full moon tomorrow. I think that one of the really beautiful things we can do for tomorrow's full moon is to anchor in a period of expansion and love. And that's because, tomorrow is also Valentine's Day. Sorry. So of course we want to be focusing on love. And of course we want to be focusing on what the collective consciousness of our culture is focusing on anyway, because why not ride the waves that already exist? Ooh, this tree is dry right here, so I can put my umbrella down and talk to you, which is what I wanted to do anyway. Hang on one second. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm so curious about what that being was. I hope you guys heard it, because I don't know what it was. I don't see anything, and yet it sounded like someone was walking right next to me. Maybe it was just a fire cracking, but I don't know. I haven't heard it before, and the fire's been cracking before. So, the cards that I pulled for this full moon, and I would very much like the full moon to be one of expansion. And like I said, love, I heard a lot of people over my life say, well, Valentine's Day is a created holiday, and it's only marketing, and it's all the machine of capitalism and that type of energy. And yes, and that's great that capitalism has something that makes you focus on love. Fantastic. Don't go out and buy anything. Just feel the love. Let yourself ride on the waves that already exist on the planet and your culture. Why not? And I'm not talking about necessarily romantic love. It can be any kind of love. It doesn't have to be what you feel like you're being controlled under, if you're one of those who kind of subscribes to that idea of not wanting to participate in holidays because somebody's earning something from your participation in them. You don't have to even contribute $1 or 1 cent, but why not feel what's going on, especially because there's a full moon anyway. Okay, so the cards that I pulled were fascinating because, one, I'm working right now. This is the best job in the world, and it's super fun, but this whole weekend has been very intense with the energy work that I've been running. And so the first card that I drew made great waves in my consciousness, because of course I understood it, and it was Ol, focus. He's a Norse god, as you can see. And he's someone who, apparently the Olympic team, I don't remember what country it is, has his sacred symbol on their uniforms, and he's around, and he's great to call on when you need to see what's happening in your world. And if you see behind his horn right there, it looks like a guide. It looks like some type of entity or elemental that's there behind him, helping him. So that's cool. So when I look at this, I see definitely focusing on work, and also using the strengths that you have in the ways that you have them. He's not trying to, play basketball. That's not his strength. His strength is in the cold with the bow and arrow. The bold and arrow. Bold and arrow? Golden arrow? I don't know what I was trying to say there, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. And then the second card I pulled as an assist for this one was Eros, love. Given, of course. It's Valentine's Day. It makes sense. And he, of course, is divine love. It's not just, romantic love. Because if you want to focus on romantic love, sure, go for it. But you don't have to. That it's not, no one's twisting your arm and making you focus on romantic love. And romantic love is just one flavor. Love has infinite flavors. So focus on what you want to focus on. And so as I was pulling these cards, the next thing that came into my mind was tempered with healing. So yes, you might be focusing on these energies, but make sure that Brigitte, she's also a home and hearth goddess. Make sure that your healing is done in such a way that you are respecting your own boundaries and you're respecting what you need. And you are focusing on love and what you need to do, but also you're, taking good care of yourself. And finally, I knew there was going to be one more. It's kind of okay, what are we getting? What are we looking toward? What's the thing that's going to happen now? And it was Freya, irresistibility. She's one of my favorite goddesses in these decks. She's amazing, and no one can stand against her. There's this lyric to a Luminaries song, and the Luminaries are a high vibe rap group. And the line is, trying to stop me to be like trying to break the laws of gravity. And I love that line. And that's what Freya reminds me of, because she's so feminine and she's so beautiful as a warrior goddess. And so she doesn't have to be masculine to be a goddess, which I always love. But she's also getting things done, and you can't stand against her. And she actually used her beauty as one of her ways of being irresistible in her willpower. Now, this is not, she wouldn't put spells on people and make them fall in love with her. That's not the type of irresistibility I'm talking about. I'm talking about she wants something done, it got done, and she had noble intentions. So the things she wanted done were positive things for help of everyone involved. So I hope you guys enjoy tomorrow's full moon. I will be driving down to PantheaCon in San Jose, so anyone who's at PantheaCon, you'll probably see me there. I'll be hanging out. It's a conference for people who are magical? I don't really know how else to say it. I've never been. This will be my first time, but I will definitely be posting videos there. My cousin and I are going to go and hang out, and we'll be posting a lot and maybe interviewing people and seeing what we see. But I've really enjoyed this time on the mountain. I'm planning on doing an event. We're just brainstorming up, well, actually heartstorming, we've called it, because it's not really the brain. Me and my fellow healer friend, well, one of them who's here, have been heartstorming up a retreat for this summer, which is going to be only for healers. So it's going to be kind of a healer, heal thyself kind of deal. And I'll have the registration for that up hopefully very, very soon. It will be extremely limited space. I'm thinking only 6 people. And this one's going to be just for women. So 6 women coming and doing lots of healing and imbuing a brand new healing space on Shasta with those intentions, and healing each other, healing ourselves, coming into our power at a greater level than ever before, and just being generally awesome the way that we do, So before I sign off, here's another view. It's interesting, like I said, they're clearing this forest, but it doesn't feel sorrowful to me. It feels beautiful. It feels like removing old for new. And you can look at it like a bad thing, but you don't have to. That goes for everything. It doesn't have to be pain. It doesn't have to be bad. Clearing can be really good, and it can just get you excited for what's coming next. All right, guys, have a beautiful full moon. Happy full moon. There's a nice moss-covered boulder for you right out there. You see that? I don't think that was there before. Oh, I'm at 9 minutes. Maybe I'll go check it out. This is how we roll, walking around aimlessly in the woods. This thing is cool. See how it's just rising up from the landscape like that? Makes you wonder what exactly is going on over here. If it were sunny right now, because this is a beautiful little clearing, this would be an excellent ritual spot. But now that it's not sunny, but since I'm here, and this is my last time coming up from on the mountain because I'm going to be leaving tomorrow morning to drive down to San Jose, I think this will just be a spot for me to sit and have a little bit of meditative focus. Here it is. That would be a perfect spot for a nap and a sunbathe, don't you think? Beautiful. Again, oh, look at this little tree growing right there. Oh, how beautiful. Good job, dude. Wow. That's dedication. All right, guys. Enjoy your time doing whatever it is you're doing. Rock it out. Remember, if you're requesting an upgraded reality and you want a promotion, you can't get promoted until you're rocking what you're doing. So keep that in mind, those of you who want to know how to upgrade. Much love. Go in peace. Happy full moon. Happy Valentine's Day. Feel the love. And I will connect with you again very soon.